Welcome to Cornerstone Back to School Night. This is Algebra 2. My name is Mrs. Leonard. From looking at the roster, I can see that all of you are returning students that I had last year in geometry, so welcome back, students. I will see you next Tuesday in your first session of class. Obviously, I'm not here tonight. I'm at my son's back to school night. It's his senior year in high school, so this will be my last back to school night for my children. So I have a very capable assistant here, Ross Smith. Ross was in my geometry and algebra 2 class, so he is helping me out tonight. Thanks so much, Ross. He has a syllabus for all of you, class guidelines, and he also has a paper that was printed off of N-Grade, which has your access code to be able to get on to N-Grade. You'll just have to log in and make up your own user name and password, and then you should be able to keep up with your grade throughout the year. Here is the Algebra 2 book. It's Glencoe. You recognize that, I'm sure, and hopefully you've all been able to get your hands on one of these books. Because you were in my class last year, I know you're all familiar with how Glencoe website works. So the Glencoe website, I certainly encourage you to get on for reinforcements, repetition on problems and concepts in preparation for tests. It's just a fabulous support, especially I think for homeschoolers, because full week from class to class is a lot of time in between, and I really appreciate the support that website provides for you, so that if you do need the help, you can get on there. And of course, call another student. Always encourage that. And then on the syllabus, there is my email address again and my home phone number, and feel free to use that. Students that really kept telling me last year that they enjoyed algebra better than geometry, well, good. Welcome back. You're back into algebra again. We're going to go back to the original concepts of algebra. That'll be your first assignment. Ross has got some worksheets for you. It'll be just a little repetition from Algebra 1 to get you in practice again, and then we'll be going a little deeper in Algebra 1, and that's what the first semester is about. One of the things you will need for the second semester is, you'll need it for the first semester, but is a calculator. Last year, the calculators had to have the trigonometry buttons on it. Remember sine, cosine, and tangent? Well, this year you'll need the same buttons again in the second semester, but you'll also need buttons on your calculator for logarithms. And those buttons would look like, one of them would just say log, one of them should say ln, and another one should have an e with an exponent above it, maybe x. Those would be the logarithm buttons, and you will need that for the second semester. So if your calculator that you have now doesn't have the logarithms on it, you're fine for the first semester, but by the second semester you'll need to either borrow one or get one, because it's the only way to get the answers to some of those problems when we get to that chapter. The second semester of Algebra 2 is different. There is a continuation of algebra, but it also introduces some of the advanced math. So there's a chapter on trigonometry, there's a chapter on pre-calculus, there's a chapter on probability and statistics. And they do that so students can see the different kinds of advanced maths that are out there, and they can make a choice which direction they want to go. So the good news about that is if you don't like a topic or you don't understand one of the topics, then once the chapter's over, you're done with it. The bad news is if you do like it, then once the chapter's over, we're jumping into something new and you have to start all over again. So the second semester has some unique challenges to it, but I think together, like we did last year, we'll just walk through the new things step by step. And students, you'll do fine. We'll have a lot of review again, and it's a smaller class, as you can probably tell from looking around the room, so there'll be a lot more individual attention. I look forward again to seeing you on Tuesday. Make sure you bring those homework assignments finished so we can jump in and be ready to go. And God bless you and have a great week.